Tonight Show. And welcome back to the show. As a single this time, he was a double. Comedian and MMA analyst Kris Tinkle. What's up, man?
Good, man. How's it going?
So you were here last time with your partner.
Yes.
And you no longer have him as a partner because you got into an on-air fist fight.
It was almost a fist fight. We got into a little argument in the middle of one of our episodes, and it got a little heated. We both had ideas about how we wanted the show to go, and we both stood up, and then dawned on me that I was half his size, so I backed down.
And you backed down?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it doesn't really matter as much in MMA. Couldn't you have just, like, locked him down and...
I could if I knew how to fight.
Jiu-jitsu'd him or something?
You don't know anything about MMA fighting? I mean, you know about it.
You have to know something about it, doing the show about it.
If someone is, like, hammered and they're coming out with you with their arms like this, I can maybe do a couple moves. But if he knows equally the same small amount as I do and twice my size, it's kind of...
So you're not quite at the same level as Joe Rogan, who can actually...
I'm that...
Joe can kick ass.
I'm the anti-Rogan.
Joe can kick ass. So what do you do? So you just ended it right there? Like, you know...
I like stormed out, and then like nerds, it's like a fine podcast, but I'm like, you know, like it was my microphones, it was my mixer, so then I had to
you gotta go back and get all your stuff.
Yeah, like some girl who just got dumped, I had to go back and pick up my shoes and like.
Where were you doing it from?
His apartment. Oh yeah, no, it was like I got dumped. Yeah, it was all awkward. I was like listening to sad jams on the way over there, my headphones.
So you had to go, hey man, it's me. Can I get my stuff?
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Now was the really horrifying? Was he doing it with somebody else?
Yeah, he is now. Yeah, he is now. And they also asked me if we could still stay friends. I'm not joking. It was like in like our email the next day.
I mean, like it'd be horrible to catch him in the studio with another guy.
Yeah, another guy in there.
So you're on your own now?
Yeah, like most dudes after they get dumped, they go solo for.
Yeah, what are you
a
doing?
little bit.
Are you doing your own podcast?
Me and this guy, we actually are working on this pilot episode for Sirius Radio. It's the same kind of idea. It's an MMA comedy podcast. We've done a couple pilot episodes. And they're pretty into it, so we're just waiting for the people at Sirius.
MMA comedy?
Yeah, but basically it's just comics talking about MMA.
Oh, got it.
So it's like the idea is like a bunch of like funny dudes in a car on the way home from a fight, just like, and we're huge fans, and we're also like friends with a bunch of fight. It's weird. It's like comics and fighters have a weird thing where they kind of like each other for some reason.
Really?
I think it's fun. I mean, to me, it's funny when you see people get knocked out. Like, I think that's why it goes hand in hand. Like, there's a humor to getting a massive hit in a football game.
Yeah.
And I love seeing it. I mean, it's exhilarating, but it's also funny. It makes me laugh. If someone gets tripped, they fall, they get taken down, it's funny. If someone gets knocked out and their eyes are rolled back
when you find out they're okay afterwards, like normally they go, whoa, is that guy all right?
Yeah, well, I guess you're right.
And if you find that he's okay, it's kind of funny, but...
I guess you're right. I mean, there's a twistedness
to
what
happens in MMA?
The enjoyment of MMA.
Do people get flat out and knocked out a lot?
Oh, knocked out cold, yeah,
like, you know, because it's bare fist.
Yeah,
right?
well, there's this one where this guy
pads.
they have like 4-ounce gloves, but there's barely any padding. And there's this one famous knockout where this dude got knocked out, and he woke up like 2 minutes later, and the first thing he asked is if he won.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's all, did I win? And they were like,
lot.
Sorry, buddy, you in fact did not win.
Usually if you win, you remember it.
Yeah. Such a great sport. You know, we had David Akers, who's still kicking in the NFL. He now kicks for the Lions. He was a jiu-jitsu expert, a Brazilian jiu-jitsu expert. And, like, as a football player, you always kind of frown on your team's kicker and punter because they don't really do anything, and they don't hit. You don't respect them as athletes, I guess.
You don't have. Is that cliche is true? You have
it
no
is
respect?
absolutely true. No, it's absolutely true. No, they're the kicker. They're the punter. But one day in training camp, when Akers was in Philly and I was in Philly, we were all in this massive above-ground pool that they'd fill with ice and water for after practice. You'd get in the ice tub.
Ice and water?
Yeah, so you're icing your lower body after every practice for 15 minutes. But someone was talking trash, and Akers was like, don't do that. I'll lock you down or whatever. And everyone's like, whatever, he's the kicker. But he was schooled in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. He took this tight end and just took him to the ground, and there was nothing, this massive tight end, athletic, tough stud tight end could do.
I feel like we're in a therapy session. This tight end was
It was amazing.
Was the tight end you?
He was, no, it wasn't.
Was the tight end you, John?
No, not at all.
You could tell us.
Instant respect from everyone. Like if you,
did he have sex with the tight end?
No, but man, it's such a cool sport.
That would be a great ending to that story.
He probably could have
Make
if he
the
wanted
ending
to.
that Akers forcibly raped him.
He's not like that at all. But
Well, you don't have to be like that.
Work in the phrase split the uprights.
He could have done whatever he wanted. But
it doesn't mean you're gay.
It was
just
an
to prove a
awesome
point.
thing to see in person. And I love MMA. I know you hate it. I think it might be my favorite sport out there.
I just want them to put shoes and socks.
Right. If they had socks on, would you watch?
Probably not.
No, you wouldn't want.
I don't know. I got no time for it.
Ballerina slippers.
Amazing sport.
I barely have time for the sports I like. I mean, I don't know. I like sleeping and eating.
Well, that's what's crazy now, though, about all this about all this fighting on the ground is like guys like you were saying, like I've been at clubs where like small dudes will be getting picked on and stuff like that, and all of a sudden he grabs a guy, puts him in a chokehold, and some little teeny dude who you just would have nudged out of the way, just chokes out some big guy.
Well, a lot of guys, they have that Napoleon thing. They take that afar, man, and they learn deadly types of moves where, like guys will say, like, I know 4 places where if I touch you, I could kill you.
Sure.
I'm like, all right, well, come on. I mean,
well, the thing that's cool to me about MMA too is it used to be that in sports, in basketball and football, you had a place to go after your high school, college career was ended if you were really good. In wrestling, you didn't have that option. You could go to the Olympics every 4 years, maybe, if you were great.
That's nothing. Maybe you get a cereal commercial.
But I always had, wrestling is the toughest sport out there to do. I mean, it's brutal.
I don't know why, until MMA came about, I don't know why anybody did it.
Well,
I know. I mean, the only sport,
there was no payoff
you could have your face in someone's ass and be winning. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. And I remember wrestlers in high school, they wouldn't shower for days to get an advantage, because if they stunk, the other person would be weakened by it. They wouldn't shower for days.
They're
I used to wrestle in high
crazy
school.
and twisted and tough, man.
You wrestled in high
Oh,
school?
I was like 1 and 9, and I was always showered because I didn't need to. I didn't have any point in not showering.
So, 1 and 9, why would you continue wrestling?
Dude, it's like the weirdest thing is like I had way too much heart to ever quit, but I didn't have any talent to ever win. Oh. So every match would just be like an epic 15-point. It'd be like 1 to 16.
You were fighting to stay off your back the entire match.
Yeah.
Now, what about you, John? Were you a football guy who also wrestled?
I wrestled when I was. I started wrestling in 1st grade, and I had to wrestle the 4th graders because I weighed. They'd write your weight on your hand, and I was 70 pounds, and the only other kids that were 70 were in 4th grade, so they used to mop the mat up with me because they'd been in it for so long.
Yeah.
So it was discouraging. And the next year I played basketball. So I did basketball into high school. Wrestling never panned out for me.
I don't like any sports that black people don't play. I don't trust them. I don't like hockey. I don't like wrestling. I don't like tennis.
Black guys wrestling?
Like who?
Oh man,
there's a lot. Roddy White was a wrestler.
Who?
Roddy White, the wideout for the Atlanta
You're thinking
Falcons.
of Roddy Piper.
the hot rod.
With the bagpipes.
MMA guys who were wrestlers, who were black guys who were
that's
awesome.
also
Phil Davis from
boxing.
Penn State. He was a really
Tony Saragusa, my
was a
friend.
wrestler?
Tony Saragusa, my friend, amazing football player in high school, was also one of the best wrestlers on earth.
It's the toughest sport out there. You got to be so badass to be a wrestler. And I'm glad that there's an end game now for those guys who put so much time into that sport.
Because MMA,
then they had to go to professional wrestling, Kurt Angle is probably one of the most decorated guys of all time, but MMA wasn't popular, so he had to go fake fight Stone Cold.
Exactly.
But if it was 10 years earlier, I mean, he would have been, I think, one of the greatest heavyweights of all time in MMA.
So MMA is totally based in wrestling.
I think it's a great background, but you have to round out your game. I mean, you have to be skilled in striking. You have to bring jiu-jitsu into it. Taekwondo, judo. There's all kinds of awesome components to make you a well-rounded fighter.
Oh, Shetty, what about you now? Now, you're known as a good wrestler.
I went to karate when I was young and judo.
You did go to karate. Show us some of the moves.
He's good.
You know, he never wants to get up and show the moves, but they're always good.
Do we have any bricks that he could break?
Can we get him in a singlet?
He knows Krav Maga.
No, I don't know Krav Maga. I wish I did. Isn't
that the crazy one where all you do is just grab people by their windpipe and
like Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Krav Maga.
He used to open for Krav Maga on the road.
No, that's an Israeli martial art, Krav Maga.
Yeah.
But what do you know some moves, and you always refuse to do them.
Mike knows Tai Chi.
I don't know Tai Chi, John.
He goes like you see the people in the park doing the movements.
I haven't worked out
Mike
in a
can
long
do
time.
that.
I'd like
You
to go
told
back.
us you couldn't play baseball, then you hit line drive after line drive the other day.
He made contact quite a bit.
I didn't even wake up sore because I stretched out the whole day.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, how do you stretch out?
Just, like your body loose and limber and,
I want to see that again.
I saw him stretching out.
You do?
I saw him
So
on Saturday.
Yeah, let me ask you something. Why did you wear those enormous Wrangler jeans? Why were you that guy?
I couldn't find my sweatpants.
You couldn't find your sweatpants?
No, they were in the wash. I'm like, where are these sweatpants?
Your mother was washing them?
No.
Well, who else washes them?
Well, they were in the wash.
I know you don't do your laundry.
Well, that was a tape, Mike.
Yeah, I know.
He looked over like he was ready to take Dan's head off.
No, I would never take his head off. His head is.
You got mad at Dan at the baseball thing.
I told you.
He got mad at you again the other day. He goes, just care about yourself, Dan.
No,
Dan was heckling you when you were up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right.
He was. All
Where's
mad.
our cut?
Mike dove for a ball at the.
No, he
at
tripped.
Well, that was your.
It was an amazing.
There was a gray area
It was
there.
an amazing dive.
You ought to see those enormous. He was
Meatball,
wearing
rice
these
ball.
enormous Wrangler jeans, like
Playing baseball?
Yeah, unpre-washed.
No,
Really
they
hard.
weren't that good.
Well, they were like, yeah, they were. They were just big.
They were kind of like the before shot in the magazine. Like, look at how much weight I've lost. So,
Like what?
but they were the
like
before.
mom jeans.
James says they look like mom jeans.
Oh, James, don't stop, buddy. At least they got. Oh no.
At least he's got what?
I don't know.
James came in third.
I know. I knew he played. He had told me he played a lot, so I figured he would do great.
But you didn't get the ball out of the infield, but you hit a lot of line drives.
Yeah, at least I didn't strike out.
But
or
how
anything.
made
come
contact
you
every
held the
time.
bat? You held the bat like this. Your hands weren't together, like
No,
Ty
but
Cobb.
it don't matter. Ty Cobb. Oh, I don't like him really because he's
You knew him?
no. I mean, I wasn't alive in 1906.
Well, why'd you say you didn't like him?
He's kind of racist, and like.
Yeah, but that's you.
No, that's not me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's completely racist.
Yeah, but who?
No, I'm not at all.
I know, Gino. I've heard things too, right, Gino?
Yes, look who's talking. You're from Philly and you're Italian. You talk about me being racist.
You just said something racist, right?
Now, really now?
You're from Philly and you're Italian. Don't tell me.
That really inbred.
Mike, do you realize you just said something racist?
No, but
Yeah, put some kind of Oriental slant on this.
when she has something, it's like.
Mike, you just said something insanely racist.
but did he?
Here's what you say, Mike. Say not you people, you people. That'll get out of it.
No, but they're like the inbred Italians over with.
Inbred Italians. There you go.
Oh my
It's
God.
getting worse.
Are you saying Gino's inbred?
He might. I mean, I think he's. No, you're not Roman. I'm sorry.
What's that?
You're not Roman. No,
Now he's,
no.
now he's talking about the Romans.
Roman. What is
Now you're
that?
talking about this.
They were inbred.
From the looks of you, Mike, you're out of bread.
Roman Empire was inbred. Come on, you can't say they weren't. I mean, they were kind of psycho.
Who was inbred?
I thought the
whole
Kennedys
Roman
were
Empire?
inbred.
Absolutely, most of them were.
What are you talking about?
They
What does that mean?
They
a
were
lot of
inbred.
success for being inbred.
They were inbred.
Conquered
Who
the
were?
world while
Roman
inbreeding.
Empire was. Well, most of them
Chris,
were.
what do you think of Mike? Do you think Mike has any chance to be an MMA guy?
He knows karate. I'm not going to say anything bad about him.
No,
and
no,
he's
doesn't
racist.
know
So.
he's
Not racist. I mean,
He's a slow racist.
Oh, he's slow racist. So like his
come he
karate
won't-
chop comes like.
Yeah. No, he does. But you've seen him. His moves are really good. Like they are. Like
Yeah.
he knows what he's doing, but they're insanely slow. Like he just goes.
So you fall asleep before they get to you.
well, in fact, I mean, if I could move quick, I would.
That's exactly what it looks like. You're right.
Yeah, but I still know how
But
to
it's
give.
graceful at the same
Is that the
time.
Macarena?
No, I still know how to give somebody a good beating if necessary. Oh, you
Just
jackass,
show
it.
real quick.
No, I
Just show the
Show us some
world.
moves,
It's
man.
really cool, Mike. You should do
It's
it.
not cool. It's
I think
supposed
it
to
looks
be
awesome when you're doing it.
What are you embarrassed?
No, it's just a quiet. It's just a private thing, really.
Who takes karate to do it privately by themselves?
No, you shouldn't even talk about it, really, because
Why? Well, you talk, Mike.
No,
the
when I
cat's
went-
out of the bag, Mike.
when I went years ago, it was supposed to be a private thing for
But
yourself.
Mike, the cat is out of the bag, and how else would we know unless you told us?
Yeah, we've seen you do it.
Yeah, but it's
that
been a-
wasn't private before.
No,
You
but I
said
mean,
you know
guys-
karate, and then you did
Well,
it a couple of
I
times.
went to karate
You
when I was
showed
young.
off.
No,
Why
I'm
did you
not-
go to karate? Because you had a bloodlust?
Yeah, like John Ritchie does. He's another bloodlust. That's why I love him. John got a lot of bloodlust like me.
I got a lot
you
of it out
understand,
of me,
Mike.
though.
Mike was bullied, and then he got a thirst for blood. Is that what would you call it?
Absolutely. I was bullied by
Hey,
jerk
Tommy
offs.
man!
Then I wanted to let some jerk offs have it.
What?
I was bullied by all punks, so I came back to let them have it.
Did you beat up any bullies?
Oh yeah, I loved every minute of it.
Now, did you make them bleed?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
With
ground and
your,
pound.
with your karate?
No, without it, I just like. I was a good fighter when I was young. I loved beating up bullies.
Now, is this what Tubby? This is how Tubby Man was born.
Yeah, because he takes the hero that beats up jerk off.
Mike is also developed a superhero, Tubby Man,
Really?
which beats up.
Can he
bullies.
fly or no?
Yeah, no.
He just kind of hangs kind of low.
Actually,
He
can barely
can
walk.
pretty quick.
Sidewalk level.
Can barely walk.
He hovers
He hovers
He
from the
can
sidewalk.
eat quick. That's it.
like a fan boat.
I saw him running. You were running on the field the other day.
It was fun.
It's one of those hoverboards from Back to the Future.
There you go. You
Inches
just
off
did
the
it.
I
ground.
just stretched, like,
Oh,
just like
that
a
was a
stretch.
move.
Yeah, let's see
That
it.
looked like a move right there.
Well, it was just like a hit, like.
Oh.
But I mean, I'm starting to get a little. I love martial arts. They're awesome.
Why don't you continue doing them?
I just got lazy when I got a little bit older. I like to drink and party and instead smoke pot and drink.
See, but that's not a good combination.
I know.
You don't want a bloodthirst and then drinking and partying.
Well, we got in a lot of punching fights with families and friends.
Why do you always say
Yeah.
punching fights?
Well, my brothers, my friends would all get drunk and
But
stuff.
why say punching fights?
That's what it was.
That's like saying a cheese pizza.
No, somebody, punching somebody by the end of the night, I guess. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, but all fights have punching.
Yeah, kicking, grabbing people, all kinds of stuff. However it worked.
Now, what would you say? Is kickboxing an ancestor of MMA? Is
Yes,
that-
yeah.
It is.
Kickboxing.
How come that never
Muay
caught
Thai.
on? How come that never caught on?
It did in other countries.
It
That's
did?
pretty
Yeah, like in
popular.
Thailand is super popular, and in Holland is really popular.
Anything popular in Thailand, I don't trust. Like, because it's also, let's see, what's popular? Let's see, kickboxing and human trafficking.
And small boys who look like girls.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't trust it. I don't trust it.
Roosters.
Oh, the Thais are badass with kickboxing. That's no joke.
The ties?
Thailand, oh yeah. Thai boxers are no joke.
How do you know that?
Just from learning the martial arts, they would kick like banana trees.
They would teach
no
you about
joke.
that? What do you mean? What would they do?
They would train they would train for hours. They were maniacs. They were great fighters, though, the Thais.
Well, you just studied that?
I just read about it a lot and watched it on stuff, and they'll tear your face off.
Well, I'll tell your face so.
Where did you read about it? Have
No,
you ever
Cheeto,
happened
something
upon
you-
him reading?
Cheeto?
Have you ever
Cheeto!
I asked one question. Before you yell at me, have you ever
Yes.
happened upon him reading?
Yeah,
But maybe
Cheeto.
a cereal box. Oh, look at this. They have blue
Cheeto,
marshmallows.
it's called a magazine, something you never read in your life.
A
probably.
magazine? I'm just asking.
Cheeto,
I will
look,
give you $100 if you pull a magazine
Look.
out of anything
Cheeto,
next to you right
Listen
now.
to me, right? I don't come to your house and
I mean, anything. I will have someone unload a gun magazine on me. If you can tell me what magazine it was in.
Cheeto, it was
Ties Are Good Wrestlers Weekly?
It was Black Belt Magazine, idiot.
Can he say that?
Black
Isn't it
Belt
those
Mag-
people, Belt?
Black Belt Magazine. Is that a real
It's a
magazine?
magazine.
He's being racist
Look.
again.
Black
I'm not
Belt
being
Magazine.
racist.
Black Belt Magazine.
Yeah. Gino, listen to me. You're a gas right?
I apologize.
Gino, I don't
I
come
apologize.
Let's hear what Mike says. Calm down.
I don't come to your house and crap all over the place. So I would have
You did that one time, and I said it was cool.
Don't crap on me or Mr. Filato, Artie, or anybody.
I just asked what magazine. Maybe I want to read up on those Thai people.
Well,
I love Thai food. Sometimes I have it wrestle with my colon when I have too
What
much.
they're saying is when you generalize, Mike, that's racist. Like, like you're saying all Thai
Thailand
people
with great kicks, but
they'll rip your face off.
No, they're great. They train hard. I was trying to say that. No joke.
They do. Well, some of them do, but some Americans do too. Some white people do.
No, but these people are super intense. no, I'm just saying.
So is he saying that white people are intense?
I know.
I'm
I'm
offended.
trying to say.
As a white man.
Paint with such broad
I want the
strokes,
soundbite of
but-
him saying super intense.
No, but they took it super serious.
No,
more
I
than a lot
know,
of
but
people
some of them did. There's also some fat, lazy Thai people.
Well, I'm not saying that. I don't know. If
They become
Why
sumo.
would you not say that?
I'm not going to say that. I'm not racist. Really.
It'd be funny if he did. And
Mike,
then
don't you understand by not saying that you're being racist? Do you
I was
understand
just
what I'm
saying
saying?
they were great fighters. I didn't. That's what I'm just saying. That's all.
You don't understand what I'm saying.
No.
Meaning Thai people have all types of people, the way black people do and white
course.
people do. Right.
I was just
So
saying that
there are
what
some Thai people who are fat and lazy.
What I was trying to say, they were dedicated to what they did.
Not all of them, Mike.
I'd have to see the article.
Gino, Monday's going to be, Gino, Monday, we should call it Miserable Monday. It's going to suck me
I'm on
down.
your side, Cheswick. I want to see the article.
Gino, first of all, can you read the article?
Gino, are you available the rest of the week?
What's that?
Are you available the rest of the week?
Let me cancel all my cellar spots again.
Yeah.
Done.
Where's our cut?
Well, is there anything on he can analyze? Like, can he analyze like
The
episodes?
Chargers methodically went down the field, 12-play, 80-yard drive to take a 14-7 lead. For you fantasy owners, let me tell you, Ben Tate getting a lot of carries, as they say.
I actually picked him up.
Cannibalizing a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
And the Texans are on a drive, 4 minutes left, 1st and 12.
Well,
Chargers 30 about the time.
I can't imagine something more boring than that.
It looked like Andre Johnson just had a touchdown called back.
Because it wasn't a touchdown. He got hit on the foot as he went down.
Okay.
But the Chargers defense just looks awful.
Yeah, but Gino's been railing on me.
expected.
I saved his butt upstate, and he's still
What
railing
happened?
on me.
What happened?
Every time I come on, he tells this story.
What is the story again?
Some big guy wanted to crucify him for
Was
something.
he one of those crazy Thai people?
No.
One of those lazy Thai
One of those
people.
fat,
That's how I
lazy
got
ones.
away.
Yeah.
One of those crazy Philly Italians?
No. This guy was from upstate. I don't know what he was.
And what happened?
Gino was this bimbo at the bar was flirting with Gino. She was
That's
a real
right.
skankosaurus, right? And we were at a ladies want to take a roll of the dice.
Mike not giving her any credit. Skank
No, she was. She was all over everybody in that place. Gino was talking to her. We did a gig together, right?
Gino, you sound this is a very flattering story for you.
Yeah.
Real Bhutan type, you know.
I had a
Went
couple
up there.
whiskey in me. I was game.
So, her ex-boyfriend was like this big, crazy-looking psychopath,
Yeah.
right?
Where was he from?
Upstate New York.
Okay.
Or Thailand. I'm not sure.
One of those guys. Go ahead.
Well, he wanted to kill Gino. I just didn't let it happen.
What'd you do?
So you
Just
fought
got in
him.
the middle of it. I said, stop.
Did you
my
do
friend.
karate?
Did you use
Did
karate?
No, I was ready to smash this guy's head in for Gino.
Oh, wow.
I
All
will,
right, well, there you
I'll
go,
vouch for
Jan.
that.
You're making fun of him now.
With
Yeah, and I'm going to keep doing it, but that is a true story.
Well, you should
Good
say
for you,
thank you to
Mike.
Mike.
Well,
Thank you, Mike.
Family and friends are number one. I do the same thing for Dan if somebody bothers him. As much as he taunts me, I taunt him. I love Dan.
Well, why don't you punch yourself? Because all you do is bother him.
no, I'm saying.
Why don't we all go out looking for skankosauruses tonight? Me, you, and Dan.
Same thing. I mean, I love Dan. If anybody bothered him, I'd be the same thing.
This is a real skankosaurus, man. She was all over everybody. Chris, you gonna hang around, hang out?
Yeah, man, I'll hang out
Kris
for a bit.
Tinkle is here, MMA analyst, podcast. Hopefully coming up on Sirius. More expert analysis on football from Gino, whatever. And back in.